Alright, welcome back.
We're back. We're gonna get into this fucking thing.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up when we were talking about VTubers, though, but I forgot until the very end of last episode.
I was informed of the situation. The plug has stopped. The quicksand is just through here. But the place is swarming with monsters. I won't be able to keep past them. To think all of this was done to plug the...
Pull that plug to drain the
Thank
sand.
you. My brain was just like, how do I read again?
It took me a minute to be like, I need to catch up. Where the hell is he?
So we need to pull the plug so we can get to the rift entrance. Let's go, Zelda. Tell me more about your VTuber lore, Chris.
This is just a small one that I thought was kind of funny. And
then there was something else you wanted to share at the end of the last episode.
No, this is that thing.
That is that thing?
Yeah, it was, the Game Grumps actually commented in one of Garguro's live streams recently.
Oh.
So that was interesting.
The Game Grumps channel?
Yeah, the Game Grumps channel. Like, the actual funny. Game Grumps channel was like, oh, hey, Gar. And like, or like, hey, what's up, or whatever, in the fucking chat. And I was like, I wasn't there for it. I saw the clip of it later. I was like, wait, that's weird. It's like, why did Game Grumps comment on this? And then I remembered, I guess it's not that weird, because PewDiePie has also commented on her thing before. And she ignored it because she was like, that's not actually PewDiePie. That's definitely a fake account.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely was not a fake account. That was definitely PewDiePie.
Oh, that's funny.
That was early, though. That was, like, real early. She, like, pretty much had just started at that point. That feels like cheating. That was clearly on top of him. There you go.
That actually is great, though.
So, I'm not surprised, though, because, like... PewDiePie's been living in Japan with his family now for the past, like, 5 years.
Right, because he, like, actually retired.
Yeah, he retired. He's done.
Which is actually crazy, because not many people, like, leave.
I mean, technically...
Some people leave.
Well, I mean, like, he's not technically retired, I guess. Like, he didn't stop completely, but he's, like, way more sporadic now when he, like...
Like, he chooses when he streams.
Like, he really only streams sporadically when he feels like it. So he's not, like, retired, although he easily could.
Yeah, I'm sure he has enough money.
Yeah. So that's funny. So yeah, so that one's a little... Like, the Game Grumps is weird. PewDiePie is a little more like... Oh, I mean, yeah, he's PewDiePie. Yeah, it's PewDiePie. He likes Japan, and he's definitely keeping track of other big streamers. And Gar is, like, the biggest female streamer that speaks English. Like, yeah, it makes sense that he would probably make a statement on that.
Yeah, I mean, he's PewDiePie.
A quick, like, oh, hey, what's up? So, that one makes a little more sense. The Game Grumps really does feel like out of nowhere. It was like, oh... Why? Why, though?
And have people confirmed that it is legitimately them?
I confirmed it's legitimately them.
Oh.
I can tell. To be fair, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Dan or Aaron. I'm pretty sure it was just some fucking intern who has the account to try and make some buzz for the fucking group. But still.
Probably.
Because if it was I feel like if it was Egoraptor, he would have just made a comment on his Egoraptor channel.
Oh, yeah.
Like he usually does, because whenever he... Or even Shuffle Master, I feel like he's more consistent at posting stuff with there than the Game Grumps channel.
Yeah, I don't even know if he probably doesn't even remember the login.
Yeah, right? And I know for a fact Dan doesn't do anything involving the account. Like, he is literally, essentially just an employee to be entertaining. Like,
yeah,
he has
100% that's all he does.
Of anything.
I think he just goes there to record.
Yeah.
And he'll laugh at some of the stuff. Like, maybe he'll open the Twitter and, like, no, you probably wouldn't even
No, he doesn't even do that. He hates Twitter. He doesn't even have a Twitter account.
Oh, yeah. He's like, a very I wouldn't say technophobe, but, like, he doesn't really deal with it.
He's old.
Yeah.
He's, like, 107 now. Like...
Right, I forgot.
No, but he's, like... I mean, he's a child in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's old.
He's in his 40s.
He's definitely not the person to go on TikTok. It's funny. It's like a running gag that he brings up a lot on the show, where he's just like,
"Oh, we're gonna go on a TikTok."
Well, no, like there'll be like some hip new thing, and he'll start saying it like 2 years after it's no longer hip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So he's usually like. So like
behind
Aaron,
the time.
yeah. So like Aaron will say something that's like hip, and Dan will be like, I don't know what that is, and he's like, you don't know what that is, and Dan will be like, dude, I just learned what blank is, and it's like a fucking thing that was like,
from, like 2 years ago.
It was a meme from like 2-3 years ago.
I'm not shocked by that one bit.
So I know Dan ain't fucking making no post on the fucking Game Rums channel.
T-pose.
Nice. Very cool.
T-pose.
Deep assert dominance. Very cool. Very swag.
He does not really strike me as the type who really follows the cool hip trends.
Yeah, it's definitely not his thing. I like Dan though. I think he's funny.
I think he's funnier than Egoraptor without a doubt.
But he's definitely like, it's amazing I'm still hip on the internet kind of guy.
Oh, and I think he like understands that and he kind of plays it himself.
Oh, absolutely. I'm certain he is not too specific. Nice. What's the game plan here?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure you gotta blow that smoke out of the way and then T-pose over.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the game plan.
T-pose to assert dominance.
T-pose. Oh no, there's not enough.
Wait a minute. I think I remember.
Oh no, wait. You just need the distance. Because you don't have to be in line with him. There you go. Nice. See, now you can T-pose.
I don't even need a T-pose.
Oh, because you have the magic carpet ride?
Magic carpet ride!
T-bone is a magic carpet ride. You don't know. I don't know the name of that song. Mama, the girls are mean about it. Close your eyes, girl. Down in that girl. Oh my god.
He screamed at me.
His scream is horrendous.
Tell me more.
But that was the one thing I wanted to explain though, because I was just thinking about it while I was being introspective. While we were in between recordings, and I went, oh right, I remember why I watched Mint Maid over all the other streams though. It's because she plays games that I actually want to watch. That was what it was. Most VTubers play shit that I just don't fucking care about.
Super
so
mainstream
I don't
shit.
watch them, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge part of like what people don't understand of like, why do you not like this game? Why don't you watch this person? And I'm like, because they don't play shit like that I want to watch.
Yeah. There's so many VTubers that play like nothing but like Valorant.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't fucking care about Valorant.
Like somebody I know, he's like, oh, I watch this guy a lot because, you know, he plays GTA. And I'm like,
yeah.
I haven't watched GTA in fucking years, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not interested in watching GTA. I played GTA 10 years ago. I'm not interested in any of that.
Yeah.
So Mint's been getting away with it because she's been playing interesting stuff. Like, she's played all of DMC. She's playing through all of DMC right now. So I'm watching her a lot right now because she's playing through all of the Devil May Cry games, which I really like. And I want to see her reaction specifically to the cutscenes of Devil May Cry 3 and 4, but mostly 3.
Yeah, that game makes sense.
I will watch any VTuber play through Devil May Cry. There's been a few who've played Devil May Cry, and I've watched pretty much all of them because Devil May Cry is just super funny to watch people react to.
The game is out there. I created an entrance here. Stand back, Zelda. Don't tell me what to do.
So that's important. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that is a huge part of watching when you watch people. Because it's just like, yeah, I watched the video of a game I actually like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of one that I don't care about.
So that's like the biggest reason is like...
Person in a green tunic. Zelda. Isn't that Link?
That is indeed Link. It's definitely not Link.
No, it's not Link.
No. But yeah, that's mostly what it is that it just ended up playing a whole bunch of shit back to back that I wanted to watch. So I was like, oh, congratulations, you win.
Congratulations, you win!
Like, I like Gigi, but you know what's wrong with Gigi?
What's wrong with Gigi, Chris?
She's a fucking League player.
I hate
and that disgusts me.
I hate League of Legends.
She somehow convinced enough members to actually play League with her to get a full team, and I was astounded. Because I was like, I can't believe she actually found 4 other people willing to play League. What a horrible experience.
I just, just don't.
She keeps trying to get Callie to play League, which you will know is the one that is Demon Dice and has all the music.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
She keeps trying to get her to play League, and she like keeps refusing. And then finally, she got her. She made the weirdest deal with her ever, which was, "All right, you don't have to play League, but can I use your image in the thumbnail?" So that she can fucking lie to her audience, convincing viewers passing by that Callie's gonna play League to get more clickbait on her fucking stream.
I absolutely love that.
And
I fucking love that. That's a woman who knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I was like, that's brilliant. I'm like, she's so fucking smart.
That's
well
a woman
played.
who knows what she's doing. Oh, that's stupid. I love it.
And it's funny because she wore Callie down so much that Callie doesn't even remember agreeing to that. So she found out that she's in her streams, and she's like, "What do you mean I'm in her streams? What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "You gave me permission to put you in your stream." She's like, when did I do that?"
That is amazing.
She did get Gigi back, though, because she was like, "You know what, Gigi?" After her literally begging her, like, 9 times, she was like, "You know what, Gigi? I will play League with you. Yeah, we can play Rocket League. What card do you play?" And it's like...
I love that. I love that for her.
I was like, well done. I'm like, well played.
That's so stupid. I love that for her.
Oh, good.
That's just so dumb. Let's play Rocket League. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. We can play Rocket League. What card do you play? What's your main?
That is like a decent game.
Rocket League? Yeah. Rocket League's good. It's just not my kind of game.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of.
Like I've tried to download. I've like downloaded it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try this, and then I never do.
I've had the same thing where I'm like, I should play Rocket League, and then I like just never did.
Because you don't need like a whole like team of like 5 people like League of Legends or bullshit like that.
Most of the game modes is just 2v2.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can play this with like most people I know.
Yeah.
But
you only need one friend. If only you had one friend.
It sucks that I only have no friends.
It sucks, dude. Like, could you imagine? Like, think about it. If you had another person to play it, like, you could play it and like record it for YouTube or whatever, and like the two of you could be enjoying a great time playing Rocket League, and people would probably watch it because like, oh, Rocket League is popular with the kiddos still, so it'd probably get good views.
Is it still popular? I do not know.
I don't know. Actually,
I don't
I'm gonna be
think
honest
so.
with you. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I think it's still popular, but I don't think it's popular with the kids anymore.
I think it's like a niche community now.
Yeah. I think it's time when the sun has passed.
Yeah, and like, people still play it casually, but it's not one of those like, oh, you know, everybody plays Rocket League still.
So the reason I think that it's like that is because oh my god, my fucking brain. Nice, good catch. Put him in the hole. Oh no, you missed the hole. Put him in the hole.
Oh shit.
It's alright, I'm safe.
No, I'm not. Oh shit.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The people who made Rocket League, that's what I wanted to say. They're finally making another game.
What are they making?
They're making essentially it's just Rocket League, but instead of cars, you play as humans now.
So they're just making soccer?
They're just making soccer, but with Rocket League rules. And I saw it, and the first thing I thought was, oh, they finally figured out how to make a normal soccer game. Man, it took them a while experimenting with cars to figure out how to make a normal soccer game.
Yeah. don't know. I don't think that's gonna work as well.
No, I don't think so. I think most people are just not gonna give a shit.
Yeah, I just feel like people play Rocket League for Rocket League.
I know I didn't.
I didn't either.
So I guess there's still a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance, eh?
So you're telling me there's a chance. I love that quote. But yeah, Rocket League.
It's cool and hip with the kids
cool
now, right?
and hip with the kids at some point, and probably still is, maybe. I know Fortnite still is, and that's older than Rocket League. I
can't stand Fortnite.
I think. So I think. Fortnite. 'Twas but a fortnight. Get it?
No.
Like it.
Please explain it to me in vast detail.
Well, it's like old-timey writing, right? Like poetry style, like
Does it
Edgar Allan
rhyme?
Poe style. Yeah, and it rhymes. Because it's Fortnite,
it was
so
written by George R.
was
Lucas?
like a fortnight, so it's like a poetic statement from Edgar Allan Poe, like his writing style.
Okay.
And then because it's Fortnite, the game, 'twas but a fortnight also implies that it was a night.
Don't ever talk to me or my child again.
Okay, first off, I'm not allowed to talk to children. The government made that very clear. Oh, man. Am I dead yet? Can I?
No.
Can I fucking die already?
Not yet.
Hold on. Let me censor this for the YouTube algorithm. Can I?
Unalive myself?
Unalive myself with a pew pew?
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
I like that censoring YouTube just devolves into content creators baby talking.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I just say things how they are. Like, fuck you, bitch, cunt. Boom. Gets the point across nice and easy.
Really
Let's
does.
see the YouTube algorithm claim that shit. To be fair, we don't even need to worry about the YouTube algorithm because we don't make any money anyway, so we can say whatever we want up until we make money, and then it will be a problem later.
Yeah.
So whatever. What are they gonna do? Lock
Take
me up
away
for
our
reading?
pew-pews?
What are they gonna do? Take away my gun? I don't think so. I'm an American.
See, this is your problem. You don't have a pew-pew.
If I had a pew pew, I could get a pew pew. Like, fairly easily. Did I ever tell you the fact that I, like, almost got a gun license and then didn't because I'm stupid, but also it was mostly because I was busy?
And now you can't because we live in Massachusetts.
I mean, I still could. It would just be a lot more steps now. Back when I worked at the restaurant, I had a friend who was former military.
Yes, you were telling me about this.
And I don't know if I ever told this on the show, though, so I'll just bring it up quickly, I guess. I had a friend who was former military. His friend was also, like, chief of police for the town of,
Something?
Yeah, I shouldn't bring up the town name, actually. For the town. And
For a town,
For
yes.
a town that was close to my town. And he was gonna come by, and he also does, even though he's chief of police, he also does gun training. Like, programs for gun training that you're supposed to take to get a gun license. So he was gonna go over there and give them the rundown, and essentially give them gun licenses, like, right there.
Yes.
He was gonna just be like, here's your thing, we're gonna go through all the steps, and then we're just gonna give you the guns. And it was gonna be quick because he's former military. So, like, he already knows, you know, what to and not to do with a gun. So it was mostly just for a formality kind of
Formality
thing.
for former
Yeah.
military people.
Yeah. But I was invited because he was like, you're cool, you're fine, everything is good, like, you should come down and handle this, it shouldn't be a problem, you strike me as not a fucking idiot, so I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll be fine with the gun. So they were like, come down and do the thing, and I couldn't because it was busy and I was still in college, and I had a bunch of shit and classes and all that shit, so I didn't get to. But, like, it's funny, because every now and again I think back to that, and I'm just like, I could have a gun license right now. I could have had a gun license for, like, 8 years. Like, very easily, and very cheaply.
You should have done it.
I probably should. I really should have. Looking back on it now, it's one of the few things that I'm like, I probably should have done that. In the long run, it would have probably made more sense.
Yeah, it would have probably been cheaper than trying to get it now if you wanted to.
I mean, it's not that getting a gun license is all that expensive nowadays.
No,
anyways.
it's just way more time consuming than it needs to be.
Also,
we live in America.
Also, I say, like, we take the thing and then we just, like, get the license, but that's an over-exaggeration. Technically, we would have had to take the thing and then we would have needed to get a written consent from someone that was like, you are qualified and not a danger and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, my friend had to get a chief of police from his town to write a letter for him.
Yeah, so I'm oversimplifying it for the sake of storytelling. It's still pretty in-depth. But.
Yeah, anybody who's actually done through the processes know it's actually a little more than people think.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you can just go to a gun license like that in America. And it's just like, not really.
There's, like, a bunch of really funny articles back from, like, 2018-ish, around that time, of people being like, because there was a lot of school shootings around that time, and people were like, it's so easy to get a gun license, it's so easy to get a gun, and then they, like, tried to do an article about it where they, like, went to Walmart to try and buy a gun in the South, because Walmarts have guns in the South, and this is Florida, and I would argue Florida is the easiest state to get a gun. It actually
is historically the easiest state to get a firearm.
And they went in there and they were like, I'd like to buy a firearm, and the Walmart employee is just like, do you have a license? And they're like, no, and he's like, well, you need to get a license to buy a gun. And he's like, and the fucking journalist is shocked. What do you mean I need to get a gun license to get it? I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
People don't really actually seem to understand that.
People don't understand anything involving guns.
Yeah, to actually get a
really complicated.
To get a legal firearm, it is actually way more complicated than people think.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is the people who are causing the issues, and I'm not a big gun person, I don't really see a need for every single person in the world to have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely believe that, as an American, you do have the right to it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not the people who are legally getting the weapons that are the issues. It's the bad actors who are getting it illegally that people don't seem to understand are the actual problem.
Yep, pretty much.
Like, it's Congress, they don't understand that it's the bad actors who, if they really want a weapon, they're gonna get a weapon.
Mm.
They're just not gonna do it the legal means.
Yep, it's really is as simple as that. And I mean, their idea is that, like, honestly, let's be real, the ones that are really fighting for that just want to ban all guns anyways, which is like the nuclear option. Because it's like, we'll never have gun violence again if there's no guns. And I'm like, yeah, that worked great for the UK.
Yeah,
it'll be like stabbings.
So here's the thing about that. If you ban all legal guns, the only guns that are going to be around are the illegal ones.
Yep.
Which will just be even more of a problem.
Mm-hmm. It's also made extra funny because, like, I believe that they just have this weird thought process of, like, if we get rid of guns, then, like, there will be no more, like, people getting murdered in the street. And I'm like, there's more weapons than just ones that fire bullets, right?
Fire pew-pews, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of other ways to murder people.
Yeah, it's kind of boggles my mind. That people don't seem to understand
the one that gets me, that no one ever really brings up or thinks about, you want to know what's the most efficient way to cause, like, a massacre?
What? How, Chris?
A car.
Yeah.
It is way easier to just run down a whole shit ton of people in a city with your car than it would ever be to shoot them.
Are you trying to use the Superman gun debate?
It's not even a Superman gun debate. It's a practicality
You heard this one, right?
debate.
You know what I'm talking about when I say the Superman gun debate?
I think so.
It's literally the Superman of the Flash having a conversation about Superman wants to ban all the guns.
Yes.
But, Superman is like, you gotta do this.
Flash is like cars.
It's
what
about
funny.
Cars?
It's funny because I used to make this argument before I knew they made that argument in the comics, and I was like, see, the Flash gets it.
Yeah.
It's like the Flash understands. This is why I like the Flash. But he is right. You gotta pull the other way, Derek. You're pulling in the same direction it spins. It's never gonna work. Nice.
But I did it!
Oh yeah, you sure did. I'm actually surprised that worked. Yeah, I used to think about that, because people used to make that argument for terrorism, because they'd be like, what's more efficient than bombs would just be, like, running over people with cars. I don't know why terrorists are so obsessed with using bombs. And then I would always be like, don't give them ideas.
It sends a message.
Yeah, I get it sends a message, but it's a stupid message. Mm-hmm. And it's not as practical as you'd think. Anyways, we should probably call this episode here.
Yeah.
We'll pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.